Welcome to the 5th episode of Byte-Sized JavaScript. In the former episode, we made an introduction to CI/CD pipelines in general and buddy.works in particular. And in this episode, we'll continue our journey with buddy from where we left off. So currently, our pipeline is configured to do an npm publish action every time we merge to the master branch. And now we'll add handlers, so to speak, for the success and failure events of our pipeline. We'll first go to this onSuccess tab and then select add another action, and we'll select Slack here. And then in the following screen, we'll give authorization for buddy to communicate with Slack. So far so good. Now we'll configure our pipeline to send a success message to the releases Slack channel, and we'll repeat these steps for the onFailure and on back to success event tabs as well. Now let's manually run this pipeline and see how it works. So our pipeline failed. Let's investigate why. For that, I'll go back to the pipeline by tapping here and then tap to this link to see a detailed explanation of the failure. So our pipeline failed because the npm publish command was expecting a set of tests to run first, and our project didn't have any tests on it. But the good thing is our Slack integration is working. And the not so good thing is the message we see on this Slack channel is not descriptive enough. So I'll change the wordings of our success and failure messages a little to make their intentions clearer. And we can do more. For instance, we can interpolate a buddy parameter into our message. And this page lists all those buddy pipeline parameters, and the one that we'll be using is this execution pipeline HTML URL attribute. So let's try running the pipeline again by tapping this test action button. Now that looks better. So let's save this action. Now back to our problem. We don't have any tests defined on our project, and that's breaking the build. To fix it, we'll first branch off to a topic branch from master, and let's name it as feature/fix automation maybe. Then we'll edit the package.json, and what we do here is nothing but simply bypassing those tests and exiting with a success status. And I'm doing this just for the sake of the demo. In a production application, we would have written proper tests using a testing framework like Mocha or Karma or Wow.js or Jasmine maybe. And that will be the topic of a future episode. Next, I'll add the files that we changed to Git, and then I'll commit those changes, and now I'll push my changes. And after that, I'll go to GitHub and create a pull request. And since I am the only developer here, I'll code review and comment on my own code, which admittedly kind of looks awkward. So I'll quickly look at the changes that I made, and seeing that it looks fine, I'll land this patch by merging the pull request into master. And after landing this pull request, I'll also delete this branch because it has been merged, therefore we don't need that branch anymore. This merge should have created a pipeline action on buddy as well. So let's go back to buddy and see if our change fixed anything. First, we'll go to our dashboard, then tap on this project, and then tap this link to show the details of it. So it looks like we are having an authentication error and our pipeline is failing because of that, because we haven't provided our npm credentials to our CI/CD environment. And the way to fix this is to first create a .npmrc file on buddy in our workspace by first browsing the file system within buddy and then selecting create new text file. And then we'll copy and paste the contents of our .npmrc file from our local machine to here. So let us test our pipeline once again. For this, I'll go to my local workspace and update our package.json by incrementing the version number. And after that, I'll commit the changes, push our changes, create a pull request on GitHub, and then merge this pull request on GitHub, which will again trigger a pipeline action in buddy. So when we browse back to buddy, we'll see that our merge has triggered a new pipeline workflow, and it's in progress right now. And from that green smiley face, we can deduce that our pipeline finished successfully. So let's wrap up what we have seen so far. In this episode, we have learned how to configure a CI/CD pipeline to automate an npm publish action, and then send a Slack message about the success or the failure of this pipeline execution. This was just laying out the foundation, so to speak. Based on this foundation, in the upcoming episodes, we'll be adding more things to our CI/CD pipeline, such as tests and coverage reports. So until then, may the source be with you.